Today we are looking at the subconscious mind and how your beliefs actually govern the way you perceive reality. And by the end of the video, you will know the basics about this and also how to reprogram your beliefs to attract everything you want into your life. The information in this video was very life-changing for me, so I'm very excited to share this with you today. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Matthew and the video today is divided in 3 parts. The first one is about how and why the subconscious mind attracts your beliefs into your life. The second one is how these beliefs have been built up in the first place. And the third one is finally how to reprogram those beliefs to attract what you truly want into your lives. So let's get started. We all perceive reality as a mirror of our beliefs. Meaning that if we deep down believe that we are poor, our senses will be focused on things that other people say and do that will prove that belief to us. Now the question is, why is that? This is because of your ego. Your ego tries to protect you, and for that your ego needs to know every information about the world you live in. The problem now is that your ego does not know everything, okay? Your ego just evaluates every information you get and builds your belief system out of that. For example, if you want to start a business but you don't have enough money, then your ego would decide it is not possible or very unlikely, or you have to look for a new job, etc. That's because your ego does not know that, for example, a friend of yours was looking for an opportunity to invest money that she did not need anyway. And she would totally invest in your idea because she thinks it sounds amazing. So there is actually a way how you can attract this friend of the friend and meet with her so that she can then invest in your business idea. And this feels like lucky or happy coincidence, but it's not, okay? You can create these moments. You can attract these persons and these opportunities, and you can also attract yourself into these situations. And how does this work? We will take a look. There is this misleading idea that you just have to think positive. Also, movies like The Secret are proposing this, and even if this might work for a very minor group of people, for the majority, at least in the beginning, it won't work because your subconscious mind is running the show. Your subconscious mind is responsible for roughly 95% of your day's actions, words, thoughts, habits, and so on. 95. That's like almost everything, okay? So, and now, how do you want to attract something into your life by just thinking positive with 5% of your time? This is like very weak and will not be installed as a big belief or anything. Your subconscious mind will still run the show. So the question now is, how are these beliefs installed in the first time? So during the first 7 years of your life, your brain is in a lower wave state called theta, or imagination. This is also why children don't have any problem with pretending something is food or something is happening, because they have a very vivid imagination and they are not really conscious yet. So in this time, the first 7 years, everything is recorded in your subconscious mind. It's like a tape, okay? It's just recording everything that's happening. So you can think of that as different bars of beliefs being filled up or being left empty depending on where you grow up. So for example, a child in Africa might not believe in much possessions or money or food, but it has a very high belief in a friendly family and many friends. While a child that's growing up in New York City with rich parents that are constantly fighting might be the opposite. It will record that his parents are always fighting, and thus it has a very low belief in the stability of relationships in general. But it has no problem believing that it is rich. Like, there was always enough food and money in his life, so the belief system of that is filled to the top. The problem is, most people do not know that your reality is just a reflection of your beliefs. and we are being taught that we first have to perceive reality and then react on every data that we got, right? But we do not see the connection that it is just our ego trying to prove that our beliefs are true so it can protect us. And thus, this child from New York City, it will grow up, and his parents may have been divorced now, so he will grow up thinking that relationships suck and they are a waste of time, and he will never have a good or great partner in his life, just because this was installed in his belief system when he was young. For example, he will see and hear people fighting, he will read news articles about, oh, the divorce rate is super high, and he will listen more closely to friends saying that, oh, they just split up and it didn't work out, and things like that over and over. And the problem is, this happens unconsciously, but it still feeds his belief that he had in the first place that relationships don't work because he witnessed his parents. But isn't this really unfair? Now he's stuck in that negative feedback loop and it is not his fault and is subconscious, so he can't do much about it, right? Wrong, he can actually change that too, and everyone can change what they believe. Now, as the ego wants to try and constantly protect you, it will block any new belief that you want to install and that is not true to your current reality. So for that, we have to actually bypass the ego protection system, and we can do that 5 to 10 minutes before sleeping or after waking up. So 5 to 10 minutes before you fall asleep, your brain will lower its state to the theta or imagination state again. And now you can put images, scenes and feelings directly into your subconscious mind again, without the ego blocking the not true version of reality. And now let's take a look at the step-by-step instructions of how to truly reprogram your subconscious mind. First, you have to decide what you want. For that, you can look in your current reality and find things that you don't like. For example, you are not healthy, you don't have enough money, or you are unhappy in your relationship status. From that, you want to formulate the opposite. For example, if you are poor, the sentence would be, I am rich. Now you want to lie in bed, close your eyes and imagine yourself in a situation where the wish or new belief is fulfilled. For example, you could meet a person that you know very well and they would confirm to you, oh wow, you have so much money now, that's incredible. Or, I'm so happy for you that you finally got such a great partner. And you can really fill in the sentences for your imagination. Whatever your fulfilled wish or desire looks like, you imagine that. It could also be a scene and no talking. And try to imagine everything from the first person view through your eyes and not as an observer seeing yourself from the outside. You can do that to start setting up the scene in your imagination, but then go and experience it through your body. And don't judge, just enjoy. Now you want to really feel the wish fulfilled. What would you think and feel if that scene you just created really happened in your life? Again, don't judge. Whatever feeling comes up, just let it be. If you have difficulties imagining, you can also record yourself saying these sentences that you want to become reality. For example, I am rich, I am confident, I'm healthy, etc. These are called affirmations or autosuggestion. You might also have heard these under the term NLP, and they also work the same way. There are many available on YouTube or the internet, but you can also record them yourself. Now you want to keep doing this until it feels natural and you start believing it during your daytime. This might take only a couple of days, sometimes weeks, but as soon as it feels annoying or like work you have to do, stop it. It is important that you are enjoying this. As soon as it feels natural and you can believe it, now you have to let it go. Meaning you are not looking for proof actively in your life. You have to get into a state of knowing it is coming, like when you would order a coffee at Starbucks or a package from Amazon. You don't constantly check every minute whether or not it's there yet. You know it's coming and you need the same level of conviction in everything you want in life. You have to become like a child, just innocently choosing what you truly desire and not worrying about the how. Because if you worry about the how, your reality will start to show you proof of that worry. Remember, your outer reality is always just a delayed reflection of your inner world. And the delay is important here because according to your level of belief, it takes some time until things fall into place and manifest. I have manifested things in years, months, weeks, and even hours or minutes. But I also have things that are easy for me to believe and things I need to work on, aka reprogram my subconscious mind. If you want to take away 3 key elements about this, then the first would be you have to really want this, okay? So really dig deep and don't just go for the, oh, I want $1 million. Because if you think about it, you probably don't want $1 million. You want the freedom that comes with it, that you can buy what you truly want, that you can do what you really want in life or other things. So really go to your core desires. What is it that you really want? And then reprogram that in your subconscious mind. Number 2 would be to really feel it. As already Nikola Tesla and Einstein said, if you want to understand the universe, you have to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And emotion is energy in motion. And like attracts like, meaning if you feel the wish fulfilled, you will emit an energetic vibration, and this reality will mirror it with the corresponding manifestation. And number 3, the single most important part about this is you have to really let go. Because if you don't truly let go and constantly think about it and worry about it and doubt it, then this will be your inner world, your beliefs, and you will be emitting this emotions and this frequency, and your reality will start to show a reflection of that. So for example, if you are doubting that something is coming and doubting that something is happening, then you will hear people saying, I don't believe this doesn't work. And this is just a reflection, okay? Really let go, focus on something else. It will come, but if you look about it constantly, you don't trust. This means you are emitting worry, doubt, fear, and your reality will reflect that. I'm repeating this so often because also, by the way, if you do not believe anything I said here, then yes, you are right. Everything I just said is bollocks, it doesn't work. It's BS. Okay? You're right. And you will find proof for that. Because your reality is reflecting what you believe. So really think about that before you judge what I'm talking about here. Because if you have not tried this out yet in your life, if you haven't experienced something like this yet, your ego will not believe that. Okay? You have to first reprogram your subconscious mind. And then as manifestations start to show up, you can start to use other techniques and start to do this daily, being conscious and with your ego even accepting and being like, oh yeah, I know this works. Okay, our reality is like this now. Okay, fine. I know this works. But in the beginning, it's not. In the beginning, it's like, oh, this is wrong thinking. You're a liar. So now you know the basics about this concept. And over the next month, I will upload more details and different techniques and also testimonies of what I have attracted successfully in my life so far. And if you really are a very logical and analytical person and you cannot believe anything about that, like you're very skeptical and this cannot be true, and this is fine. I was there once, okay? I didn't believe anything before I got the proof. And this is why next week we will have a look at different scientific experiments that actually already start proving that this theory works. We will also have a look at how thoughts and emotions affect your body and even lead to health or sickness. With that being said, I really hope you will try this out and are able to improve your life in certain areas. If you got value out of this, leave a like and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful time and see you next week.